Meteorologist Kalee, Dionne, and we're talking about a cloudy start to the day here, and I'm sure you're busy there.
Yeah, this is the beginning of what will be several chances for rain as we move forward. So we're dry now, but we are tracking the chance for showers and thunderstorms as we move forward. So let's look live out there right now in downtown Dallas, where it's 73 degrees. We have clouds out there at this point, but it is dry in Dallas. If we look at our satellite and radar, we are seeing a little bit of moisture pushing up from the south and west. This is going to be the case as we move into the afternoon. Nothing's really happening right now, but as we go into the afternoon and evening, some storms that do develop in Concho Valley could move up into the southwest portions, south and west of DFW, and that's mainly where we're going to focus today. Doesn't mean there won't be any showers out here, but that our main focus will be southwest of DFW. Here's a look at those temperatures out there. We've got 73 in Dallas, Corsicana 73, 73 in Graham. Here's an hour-by-hour look at your rain coverage as we move forward through the day. 20% in coverage 3 to 5 o'clock, 30% in coverage going into the evening and overnight hours. Plus, there is a potential for a strong to severe storm. Clear, we'll talk more about this coming up.
All right, thanks there, Kalee. Now, meteorologist is different. Are you like a meteorologist that's into the whole UFO sighting?
No.
No.
No, I really.
Quick. That's not your thing.
No, I stay a little bit closer to the surface. But I do look frame by frame at the radar, and we're going to be really paying attention to this here as we move into today, tomorrow, and Thursday before we can quiet down a little bit. Right now, not much happening on our satellite and radar. You're seeing a few returns show up, but that's not even hitting the ground. The motion, though, is what we need to pay attention to, and that's from southwest to northeast. So we're going to be paying really close attention to the Concho Valley this afternoon for some showers and thunderstorms to develop, and then move into some spots south of I-20 and southwest of DFW. We're also going to be watching what fires up along and ahead of the dry line in West Texas. So it's 2 locations to watch. Most of us, though, are going to stay relatively dry. So if you look here at our timecast, I want to watch, there may be an isolated sprinkle or a shower that pops up. But look at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What we have going on is in central Texas, and then what's going to start to fire up ahead of that dry line and move to the northeast. You can see that line moving into the western parts of North Texas, but overall, the rest of us and south of I-20, rest of us staying relatively dry. Now that line will continue to make its way closer to DFW late tonight into the overnight hours. The good news with this, with the loss of daytime heating, those storms will lose a lot of their intensity. So overall, widespread severe weather threat, really not expecting that for much of our area today. We're still going to watch it, though. There is a highlight slight risk for severe weather for locations west of DFW, and that's really covering what fires up along that dry line in West Texas and moves to the east. So could have quarter-size hail, winds up to 60 miles per hour. There's a marginal risk for DFW. A few of them could hold their intensity as they move through, so we'll be watching that for you. Now let's talk about Wednesday. Wednesday is the next round. Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, a few scattered showers and thunderstorms possible, but then really, again, mainly going to be an afternoon and evening event with a line of showers and thunderstorms that moves through. Here's 7 o'clock in the evening. You can see that line really just to the west of DFW, sliding through as we go into really the 7 to 10 o'clock hour, and then making its way to the east. Now, overnight and into early Thursday, that's going to be our highest coverage, where we see not necessarily severe weather, but several more complexes of rain, moderate to heavy rain, that could be moving through DFW to the east into East Texas. That's going to linger into Thursday morning, but most of this slides to the east as we go into Thursday. So Thursday morning is going to be the best time frame for rain, and then we'll dry up. But again, remember, Wednesday into Thursday, we are going to once again watch for the chance for a few storms that could have up to quarter-size hail, winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, and you can't rule out an isolated tornado. It's not a widespread, huge event for us severe weather-wise, but we still have to watch it. It is spring in North Texas. But good news, we are going to get some much-needed rainfall, 1 to 3 inches possible today through Friday when that system's completely out of here. We welcome that chance for rain because we need it at this point. Now, no rain today for the most part through the next few hours. Later this afternoon into the early evening, that's when we are going to watch that rain chance move in. So right now, just cloudy, 75 degrees at Dallas Baptist University, downtown Dallas. It's dark, 73 degrees as the temperature out there. You may feel a sprinkle here or there, but again, widespread rain really not going to be a big issue for us today. Then if you watch after we get into Friday, dries up. Temperatures are going to stay in the upper 70s. Warming trend through the weekend. First weekend of May. Hello, May. 80 degrees. Beautiful sunny day as we go into Saturday. 84 as we go into Sunday. Looks like we're going to turn the heat up a bit as we go into next week. We'll watch this. There's some discrepancies in the models here, but warm temperatures and mainly dry for next week. Cleo?
All chance today, so let's go over to meteorologist Kalee Dionne. Kalee, it looks kind of cloudy out there. I just hate that we can't see it.
We can't see it, but it's dark out there. You got to turn the lights on today because sun ain't helping. Here's a look at what's coming up. We have a few late day showers and thunderstorms today. A few of those could be strong to severe, not for everybody. We are going to break that down coming up. And also we have to talk about it for the day Wednesday because this is the beginning of a pattern that will bring us some moderate to even heavy rainfall through Thursday. So let's start with what's going on out there right now. 73 degrees, cloudy conditions in Weatherford. If you look around, there may be a few sprinkles out there, but for the most part, we're all dry. But the motion is from southwest to northeast, and we are going to see that continue, and we're going to watch to the south and west of us for any showers and thunderstorms that may develop later on today. Temperatures are going to stay warm. It feels muggy out there, so we have all the ingredients in play for some locations to see storms with up to quarter-size hail and winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Main highlight's going to be in those locations in the yellow, which is that slight risk. Really what we're going to be watching is showers and thunderstorms that develop in West Texas or to the southwest and move into these locations. Also, there's a marginal risk that's been extended farther to the east that will include what develops to the southwest and moves just to the east near Tyler, Athens, and some of those locations. I'll have an hour-by-hour look coming up when I see you in a few minutes.
All right, meteorologist Kalee Dionne. Kalee, I know we were talking about like April showers bring May flowers. But are we getting enough showers?
So we are still technically below normal for the year.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy to think about because the last several weeks we've had quite a bit of rain. It has helped though. I do want to start with the drought monitor to show you it is looking a lot better. We're starting to see the conditions go. There was a few spots that are getting close to that extreme here across North Texas. Now that's not the case, but we still have a ways to go, and let's look at that rainfall update. As of today, we are at 2.6 inches of rain for the month of April. So that's considered above average, but only by 0.05 of an inch of rain. Now, for the year, we're just about 8.7 inches of rain, which is considered below normal by about a little over 2 inches. So we need more rain. The good news is, look at this. Today through Friday, we could add an additional 1 to 3 inches or even more, depending on where you are, of rainfall. This is good news. This will help even more. So that active pattern starts today. Right now, if you look at our satellite and radar, we are mainly dry. There's a few locations that may be seeing a few light sprinkles. If you are in some of these spots like Athens, Canton, up to Greenville, we're seeing a little bit of return on radar. Let me know. Are you feeling anything? Is there a light sprinkle out there? For the most part, this should be virga and not hitting the ground. We'll continue to watch what develops out to the south and west in the Concho Valley and whatever develops in West Texas along the dry line. So a couple of different spots to watch out for. Watch this as we look at our timecast. You can see what develops here and quickly moves toward locations like Tyler and also for spots like Corsicana and up toward Seymour. Then if you look, you can start to see this line develop of showers and thunderstorms late in the afternoon. That's going to be ahead of that dry line. We're going to watch that continue to move into the western part of North Texas, and then eventually late tonight going into the overnight hours, moving into spots like DFW. Will they make it here? Will they fall apart? That's going to be the question. Because we lose the loss of daytime heating, we're going to lose a lot of that intensity, and we'll start to see those fizzle out. So we're really going to be focusing on if there's any severe weather is going to be off to the west. So anything that develops west of us that keeps its punch into the western counties could have quarter-size hail or winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. But for the most part, our main day that we could see a few of these thunderstorms become severe is going to be Wednesday. So watch as we go into the afternoon, towards noon, you start to see a few thunderstorms develop. It's a slow-moving front, so we're really waiting for the front to get here. So again, we're going to watch that line of showers and thunderstorms fire along that frontal boundary and then push through. So it's going to be an evening event once again where we see that line move through between about 7 and 10 o'clock for DFW. Then moving east, but overnight, because that front doesn't quite clear, we're going to keep on and off rain chances around. I don't think that will be severe weather through the overnight hours, but rain chances. 5 o'clock in the morning, moderate to heavy rainfall to the east into northeast Texas, and that line continues to move out. and we begin to clear. So we'll finally see it start to come to an end. So Wednesday night into Wednesday evening, or Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, a few of those storms along that front could be on the strong side, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, here's a look at Dallas Baptist University, 75 degrees out there right now. Cloud cover completely, and we will have that for the next really couple of days despite on and off storm chances. The storm chances, again, remember, go up later this afternoon and evening for some spots. Other locations won't get a drop of rain today. Highest coverage is going to be Wednesday night into Thursday. You see that 90% coverage there. Then drying up just in time for the weekend. We have a great forecast this weekend. May begins. Temperatures are going to be right around 80 on Saturday. Mostly sunny skies. 84 degrees as we go into Sunday. A big warming trend as we go into next week. Check this out. Temperatures in the upper 80s and mainly dry. Now there is some discrepancy in the models there, so we'll keep an eye on that. So if you don't like those temperatures near 90, don't get too upset yet. I'll be watching for some changes with that. But I want you to stay weather aware today through Thursday. Download that WFA app, and we'll of course keep you updated here. We'll be right back.
Your last check on the weather. Are we getting some showers today?
Some of us will, some of us won't. Today is going to be kind of the beginning, and we'll be watching for the chance of a few showers or thunderstorms. The best chance today will be along and south of I-20 and west of DFW. So those are going to be kind of the locations we watch out for. Goes up, though, Wednesday, 70% coverage, and that's for everybody, including DFW. And then the highest coverage of rain is going to be overnight into Thursday morning before we kick that storm system out of here. Now, there's going to be a potential for a few strong to severe storms as we go into this afternoon and evening for some, and then also as we go into the day Wednesday. Wednesday's the day for most of DFW. We are going to watch mainly west of DFW for this afternoon. There's a full breakdown on WFAA.com, and also we're going to keep you updated. I'll have more coming up at 4 o'clock.
Because we have a lot to talk about in Kalee's department today.
Yeah, you can see what's going on behind me on our radar at this point. I've just zoomed in on DFW. What you're seeing out there just looks like a whole bunch of just clutter, right? Well, it's a light rain or a sprinkle. Not much is actually hitting the ground with this unless you are out near Weatherford, where we've had a small shower over the course of the last couple of hours. We're going to widen it out so you can see all of North Texas. If you look here, other than the little bit of spitting light rainfall or sprinkles, there's not much else going on. You can see not much activity out to the west except for these thunderstorms that are not in North Texas but moving east toward locations like Seymour, Archer City, and Wichita Falls. That thunderstorm has a severe thunderstorm warning on it as well as a tornado warning on it, and it is all associated with this line of storms that is firing up ahead of that dry line. So this was the area we are going to watch. There is a severe thunderstorm watch for these locations until 9 o'clock. North Texas not included in that at all. If we look at the timing here as we move forward through the rest of the evening, that line that's developing though will move to the east. Now we do have a strong cap in place, and we are going to lose the loss of daytime heating. We like both of those. Those both limit our severe weather threat. We will watch it as it gets into our western counties, but it does look like it's going to lose a lot of its intensity, Jason, as it moves to the east. We'll have much more on this, of course, coming up when I see in a few minutes.
All right, we will check back in here soon, Kalee. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon and welcome back. We are starting our active pattern today. You've seen the cloudy skies. You may have had a shower, even a few sprinkles out there. That's really what we're dealing with right now. If we look at DFW, some spots dealing with nothing. I just stepped outside the studio here in downtown Dallas, and there's nothing happening here. There's a few sprinkles off to the north and east, and there was even a shower over Weatherford here. That's just a light rainfall. Let's widen it out. Let's look at the bigger picture here. We do have some thunderstorms that are inching closer to the extreme northwest edge of North Texas, like spots like Wichita Falls, Archer City, and this storm has a lot of lightning with it. It's got hail as well as some circulation with it. That's why there's that tornado warning. So we'll keep an eye on that. That is moving straight to the east at this point. This is all with the development along and ahead of that dry line. That's going to continue to develop and move to the east as we move forward through the evening. So you can see there is a severe thunderstorm watch in place for these locations. None of North Texas is in this, but it's until 9 o'clock tonight, and that's all a part of the slight risk for severe weather. But that slight risk goes all the way into the western counties of North Texas, so that's why we're going to keep an eye on this line of storms that develops and moves to the east. So you can see up to quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The tornado threat is low, but as you can see, there's a storm right now inching closer to some of these locations that has some circulation on it, so we'll continue to watch that. But DFW, you're in a marginal risk. The good news is, and we'll see with our timing here, watching this line develop off to the north and west, It starts to pack a punch as it moves into the western counties. We have a strong cap in place, plus look at the timing, 10 o'clock in the evening hours. So you're losing the loss of daytime heating. Both of those together are going to limit our severe threat. So what you notice here is they kind of fizzle out a little bit. We like it, we like it, we like it. We do not want severe weather. It doesn't mean we won't have a storm that still keeps its intensity, so we'll watch it for you. But overall, tonight really isn't going to be much for DFW, maybe a few showers overnight. Let's talk about Wednesday now. 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, you can see that there is a few showers or thunderstorms off to the northwest. That cold front that's out to the west, look, you can barely inch into the screen there. It's going to take a while to get here. So we're going to have several rounds of rainfall. Some of those are going to have some storms with them, and that's tomorrow, another one tomorrow night into Thursday morning. We will watch a line of showers and thunderstorms develop and move to the east. This right here tomorrow between about 7 o'clock in the evening through about 10, 11 o'clock in the evening could once again have some strong to severe storms with it. So a slight risk that does include the DFW area as we go into Wednesday evening. So we will keep an eye on that, but it all moves out as we go into Thursday, and with the 10-day, you'll see what we have after that. But tonight's forecast, again, we do have a chance for a few showers or thunderstorms possible. Breezy, cloudy, 70 degrees. So it's going to stay warm. It's going to be muggy overnight. Showers and thunderstorms possible tomorrow, some severe, especially in the early evening hours. 83 degrees as the high temperature tomorrow, with south winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. So really pumping in that warm air and moisture. After we get the rain out of here, that's really going to be Thursday afternoon and evening, depending on where you are. We are going to be dry, and it's going to stay that way as we go into the weekend. A beautiful weekend and a beautiful start to May. Look at that. May 1st arrives on Saturday. It's also Kentucky Derby weekend. Temperatures are going to be in the lower to mid 80s, and then a big warm up with potential for a few more showers. Not much in the way of rain. So mainly a dry stretch after we get through this week. We'll be right back.
In parts of North Texas tonight.
Yeah, and I think the headline that you just read should say, when are they not the worst in regards to allergies, in my opinion, right? So here's a look at what we got going on, Jason. It looks a lot worse than it actually is. So what you're seeing here is a lot of virga or sprinkles, not actual rain. Now, there are a few locations that are seeing some light showers, one off to the west of Dallas and Fort Worth and Weatherford. Also, there may be some light rainfall up in Anna. Hey, do me a favor. Send me a tweet. Send me a Facebook message. Let me know what you're seeing at your house. You can help me out and be the eyes out there. But we are watching showers and thunderstorms. That's going to be off to the north and west. Wichita Falls, Archer City, Seymour. It's marching on your, really knocking on your doorstep at this point. And there is a tornado warning on it. So keep an eye on that. Otherwise, this line, that's developing along and ahead of the dry line. As that continues to move east, it will eventually arrive here in DFW. Let's look at a little bit of timing here. 9 o'clock in the evening, you can see it in some of the western counties, and then continues to make its way closer to DFW as we go into the overnight hours, but losing its intensity. We do have several more rounds of rain. Jason, I'll discuss this and timing coming up in a few minutes.
All right, per crop of those flowers this year. It's something about the timing of when we get the rain, and I guess that freeze when it happened may have helped, and it all just kind of comes together and produces some years that are better than others. Yeah. And those flowers and everything else look like they're going to get another soaking here. Yeah, we have several rounds of rain now through Thursday evening. That's really what we're looking at here, Jason. So we'll start with a closer look at DFW. We have light sprinkles, a light shower out there. It's a lot of clutter for, it really looks like there's more going on than there actually is. So down near Burleson, we do have a light shower in between Burleson and Benbrook. But if you widen it out, there's a few light showers down near Athens, maybe a thunderstorm trying to develop south of Palestine. And then, of course, we're watching up what's ongoing to the west-northwest of Wichita Falls and Archer City. This line of showers and thunderstorms that's developing is out and ahead of a dry line. So that's going to continue to shift to the east slowly as we go through the next several hours. So if we look at what's going on here, there's a severe thunderstorm watch that's been extended into locations like Wichita Falls, Archer City. Really, it's still well away from DFW and most of North Texas, but we are going to see some of those showers and thunderstorms move to the east. So that's why there is a slight risk from the Storm Prediction Center that includes spots like Gainesville, Decatur, Mineral Wells, Eastland, over to Abilene. So those locations we still need to watch as these storms move to the east, that they could still pack a punch.
They could have up to quarter-size hail or larger, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so strong winds. Now, DFW, you're in the marginal risk. That means an isolated storm could still have its intensity. But look at this. Timecast showing you at 7 o'clock in the evening. We've got this line of storms here, and then it makes its way and kind of breaks up a little bit by the time it gets to 10 o'clock. Still to the west of DFW into locations like Cook County and Parker County. Then it's going to make its way over the top of DFW by overnight midnight. And you could see that it breaks up even more and loses its intensity. That's because we're also losing the loss of daytime heating combined with a strong cap. This is good news for us because we do not want severe weather. Now, it changes a little bit as we go into Wednesday. Wednesday morning, there may be a few showers here and there. Coverage much less. That coverage, though, is going to go up as we go into the afternoon. Let's stop it here as we get into 7 o'clock in the evening. Another line, this time ahead of the cold front that's going to finally be making its way through. We got to push that cold front through here to get this activity to come to an end. 8 o'clock in the evening, you can see these showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be strong to severe. We could see large hail as well as wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour as this line moves through 9 o'clock in the evening, and then moving into northeast Texas as we go into 11 o'clock and midnight. Tomorrow, we do have a slight risk that it includes DFW, and you can see what we have to look for. Make sure you download the WFA app, have that handy as we go into really the next couple of days to make sure you have the right information. As we go into the overnight hours, that severe threat's going to go away, but still several rounds of rain possible for DFW until we finally get that cold front through here, and that'll be Thursday morning. So then we're going to see that activity come to an end from northwest to southeast throughout the day on Thursday. And we may even see some sunshine before the sun goes down in the evening hours. And also, we are going to get some much needed rainfall. We still need the rain, 1 to 3 inches possible for DFW and much of North Texas, really. So we welcome that. Maybe not the severe part, but we do welcome the rain. Tonight's forecast, again, few showers and thunderstorms possible, cloudy and breezy, about 30% in coverage. Some of us will see it, some of us won't. 70 degrees as the overnight low. Tomorrow, more widespread showers and thunderstorms possible, some severe possible as well. Main time frame would be in the late afternoon, early evening. Now here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Once we kick this storm out of here on Thursday, we are going to see a dry stretch through the weekend, start off the month of May. We're going to be dealing with beautiful weather, 80 degrees Saturday, 84 on Sunday, with temperatures heating up as we go into the next week. Jason?
All right, a lot going on in the weather department. Thank you, Kalee. Allergy sufferers